location is Raw District 2.
The Dubai area everyone is talking about and the project everyone is talking about is Raw District. Unfortunately for you, Phase 1 has sold out completely, but Phase 2 is launching soon. Same location, same fundamentals, but this time everyone's seen what's happened with Phase 1. The question is whether you get in before the location advantage stops being a secret. Everyone's watching the established areas. Meanwhile, one corridor on Sheikh Zayed Road is quietly building the infrastructure. It's called Downtown Jebel Ali. And right now, it isn't popular or established. Only around 5 completed projects, but look at what's actually happening there. The metro is already running. Life Pharmacy metro station is operational today. Not planned, not promised, and the area sits on the center of Dubai's entire southern growth story. 10 to 15 minutes from Palm Jebel Ali, 15 minutes from Dubai Marina, right next to Jabsa, one of the largest free zone in the UAE, generating massive business demand, and close to Expo City, which is turning into a genuine business hub with offices, exhibition centers, and residential communities. This is exactly the setup Raw District was built on. A project connected directly to the metro by pedestrian bridge with residential and office spaces positioned where the demand is heading, not where it is actually already saturated. The market noticed. Why didn't you? Hi, my name is Sajal Dubey. I'm a senior property consultant at Rayna Properties. This is Raw District, one of the latest projects from Imtiaz on Sheikh Zayed Road. Today, I'll walk you through the highlights of the project, show you all the features, tell you about the available unit types, and answer the big questions. Is this a smart investment or not? Raw District is around 25 to 30 minutes away from the new Al Maktoum International Airport. Could this be the biggest factor for capital growth? The expansion is scheduled for completion in 2032. It will take the airport's annual capacity to 250 million passengers, making Al Maktoum the largest airport in the world. Now here's the part investors should care about. The expansion is expected to create over 500,000 jobs. That means a huge new wave of people looking for affordable housing nearby. And downtown Jebel Ali, where Raw District sits, is exactly where they'll be looking. When 500,000 jobs land 25 minutes from your front door, demand isn't hope, it's scheduled. Until recently, this area was almost undeveloped. There was very little real estate activity here. But that's changing. When multiple major developers move into the same corridor within a short window, that tells you something about where the smart money is heading. Let's talk about the project itself. Raw District Phase 1 is directly connected to Life Pharmacy metro station. Via a pedestrian bridge, you can see the position right here on the map. Completely sold out in 48 hours. Opportunity gone? Absolutely not. Phase 2 has just been announced and it's seeing the same or more traction. Phase 1 had 4 mid-rise towers, each around 20 floors, but instead of sitting on a single closed podium, the towers are arranged around a central open courtyard with walkable areas and amenity spaces. The base levels host retail and the main shared facilities with the towers positioned above. Phase 2 only has 2 towers, one residential and one commercial. The unit mix runs from studios to 3-bedroom apartments, and every apartment comes fully furnished and fully designed. That means ready to move into or ready to rent out from day one. Here's what makes this project different from a typical residential development. One of the 4 towers is dedicated to offices in Phase 1 and one of the 2 towers is dedicated to offices in Phase 2. The office spaces are modular, meaning businesses can expand or reconfigure their floors as they grow. On top of that, an entire floor is fully managed co-working environment. Private offices, open desks, meeting rooms, and even podcast studios. And the amenities list is genuinely extensive. An art gallery space, the Raw Pro Gym, a membership-based fitness facility, a 6 a.m. coffee club, restaurant, a cafe, a design lab with 3D printing, a full media and photography studio, quiet zones, co-working spaces, meeting rooms, a reading room, adult and kids pools, pool terraces, an outdoor gym, yoga deck, cold plunges, and indoor and outdoor cinemas. This isn't a building with a gym, a pool, and a basement. It's a lifestyle ecosystem, and that's exactly what drives rental premiums. Now that you've seen what Raw District offers, the big question remains: should you invest or wait for the next opportunity? To help you decide, our team at Rayna Properties created a PDF report with everything you need: project details, price analysis, rental projections, and the key data for an informed decision. We're sharing it for free. Scan the QR code or click the link below the video. Now let me walk you through the key points of our analysis, starting with the developer. Before you buy off plan from anyone, you check the developer. So here's the Imtiaz story. Founded 30 years ago as a construction company, they became an independent developer in 2015. And since then, they've built serious reputation for quality. Two things make them stand out. First, all their projects come fully fitted, fully furnished, and designed, ready to move into or rent out immediately. Second, because they handle construction themselves, they control every detail, which means quality stays high and construction stays fast, even during a crisis. The proof? Imtiaz delivered projects are generating on an average 15% higher rental returns when compared to other developers in the same vicinity. Let's talk numbers. These are the published starting prices at Raw District Phase 2. A studio from 666,000 dirhams, around $181,000. A one bedroom for 1.1 million dirhams, around $300,000. A two bedroom from 1.6 million dirhams goes for around $436,000, and a three bedroom from 1.9 million dirhams, around $517,000. The standard payment plan is 50% during construction, 50% on completion, with handover scheduled for Q1 2029. But here's the flexible option, a post-handover payment plan. You pay 60% during construction across 7 installments and the remaining 40% after handover, spread over 3 years in quarterly payments of 3.3%. That means you can start collecting rental income while you're still paying off the property. For cash flow focused investors, that changes the entire equation. One thing worth highlighting, that studio starting price of 666,000 dirhams. Why does it matter? Because Dubai recently removed the minimum property value threshold for the investor visa. Previously, the threshold was 750,000 dirhams, which put most studios out of reach. So now, even with the studio at this price, you can apply for a 2-year investor visa and live in Dubai with this property. You'd apply once the project is handed over and you have your title deed in your hand. A studio, a visa, and a rental yield from a single entry level purchase. Within Raw District, office units start from 700 square feet at 1.6 million dirhams, around $436,000. Ground floor retail starts from 1,000 square feet at 2.5 million dirhams, which is around $681,000. Now let's talk about the risks, because every honest analysis has them. First, infrastructure in Downtown Jebel Ali isn't fully developed yet. The area still lacks a day-to-day service and lifestyle infrastructure, though that's improving with every new launch. Second, airplane noise. The project sits near flight paths, so passing planes might be audible. So what could drive growth at Raw District? First, Imtiaz is one of the strongest performing developers in Dubai, around 14% annual price growth during construction, and finished buildings that consistently beat the market on rental yields. Second, pricing is competitive within Downtown Jebel Ali. Third, the Al Maktoum Airport expansion will bring 500,000 jobs and serious housing demand to this corridor. Fourth, the dedicated office and retail component adds a second stream of value, independent of the residential market. Weigh both sides. That's how you invest. Not on renders, not with trade-offs. So should you invest? In my view, Raw District looks like a smart investment. It's built by Imtiaz, one of the strongest developers in Dubai, known for delivering fully furnished, high-quality projects. The location is set to benefit from major long-term drivers: the new Al Maktoum Airport, Palm Jebel Ali, Jafza, the existing metro connection. The price per square foot is competitive against direct neighbors. Expected rental returns are above the Dubai leverage, and the post-handover payment plan adds a real flexibility. Get in touch with me to reserve an attractive unit in Raw District Phase 2. Offer any assistance with real estate investments in the UAE. The contact link is below. And if you would like to learn more about investing in Dubai property, check out my next video.